Hello, we are discussing about GATE 1993 ECE paper. This question is related to analog circuits. In a multi-stage RC coupled amplifier, the coupling capacitor A limits the low frequency response, B limits the high frequency response, C doesn't affect the frequency response, D blocks the DC component without affecting the frequency response. So first of all, we should know about the frequency response. Okay, frequency response is nothing but it's going to be a graph between gain versus frequency. Gain versus frequency. So this is gain. So think it as voltage gain, AV versus frequency, or you may go for the current gain also. So gain versus frequency is nothing but it is frequency response. The actual meaning of frequency response is nothing but if you are going to design, let us assume you have designed an amplifier. You have designed an amplifier with gain of 100, that is AV is equal to 100. So what is the meaning of this amplifier gain is 100? Whenever you are applying an input signal, at that time that signal is going to be amplified by 100 times and it will be produced at output. So that is 100 times of Vi, what you are expecting. Okay, let us assume you are applying a 220 millivolts. So 20 millivolts into 100, what you are expecting is nothing but 100 into 20, so 2000 millivolts, which is nothing but 2 volts. So this is what we are expecting ideally. So if you are applying the same 20 millivolts, that is 20 millivolts with 5 edges. Now previously what we are going with, we are not considering the frequency, but now I am considering the same magnitude but frequency. So if you are applying 20 millivolts with 5 edges, are you going to get 2 volts and 5 edges? Okay, and if you are going with 100 edges, are you going to get the same 2 volts? That is 20 millivolts only you are applying. So what you ideally should get is nothing but 2 volts with 100 edges. If you are applying 1 kilohertz, okay, at that time you must get 2 volts and 1 kilohertz. If you are applying 1 megahertz, you must get 2 volts and 1 megahertz. Since you are not going to be changing input signal of 20 millivolts magnitude, so you should expect, what we are expecting is the same 2 volts at the output side with same frequency. Okay, if you are applying 20 millivolts and 1 gigahertz, so by that time you are going to get 2 volts at 1 gigahertz. But this is what ideal situation. This is going to be treated as ideal. Practically what happens is gain is function of frequency. Gain is going to be constant only in mid frequency range. Okay, it decreases at low frequencies as well as at high frequencies. That is what we know. It is, we are very much familiar with the frequency response graph. It's going to be looks like this. If you are assuming this is maximum, then we are going with 70.7%. okay, we will draw the 70.7%. that 70.7% is nothing but this line, you can think. If you draw a horizontal line with 70.7% of its maximum value, then that is going to be touching across 2 points on the curve. One is going to be treated as lower cutoff frequency and other is nothing but upper cutoff frequency. Excuse me. During which the gain is going to be almost constant. Gain is almost constant. This is going to be treated as mid frequencies, and low frequencies gain decreases, high frequencies gain decreases. Okay, at low frequencies gain decreases. At low frequencies gain decreases because of physical capacitors. Because of physical capacitors, that is nothing but external capacitors. External capacitors which are in the range of microfarads, they are going to be treated as CB, CC and CE. The range is going to be in terms of microfarads. Okay, so because of this external capacitors, which is going to be called as bypass capacitors or coupling capacitors, the main function is nothing but it has to block the DC component, and they also decreasing the frequency response, that is gain at low frequencies, and at high frequencies. At high frequencies gain reduces because of parasitic capacitances or internal capacitances. Internal capacitance is nothing but capacitance existing between any two nodes. Any two nodes, a capacitance effect is going to be existing, that will be treated as internal capacitor, which you are not connecting externally. But at high frequencies you are going to be getting internal capacitance. It is also called as parasitic capacitance, which is unwanted actually in most cases. Okay, that internal capacitance is all going to reduce the gain at high frequencies. They are going to be treated as junction capacitances. In BJT there will be a capacitance present at base and emitter as well as collector and base at high frequencies. Okay, so they are going to be treated as internal capacitances. So now come for this one. In a multi-stage RC coupled amplifier, the coupling capacitor, it is going to be coupling capacitor always. It blocks the DC component, but it is also decreasing the low frequency response. So the answer for this question is nothing but A. It limits the low frequency response. With the help of this coupling capacitor, we can say what is the value of FL. FL is going to be determined by using the coupling capacitors. So by using CB, CC, CE, FL is going to be calculated. Okay, FL with respect to CB, FL with respect to CC, FL with respect to CE. We will calculate 3. Okay, out of that one, whichever is going to be the highest, that will be the actual lower cutoff frequency. Okay, so the answer for this question is, in a multi-stage RC coupled amplifier, the coupling capacitor limits the low frequency response. So answer is A. Thank you.